Well, hey Tom, how you doing? Hanging in there?
I'd say it's been an amazing week.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Well, when I'm not hanging out with you, I'm helping to support our amazing team of Walker dealers and distributors all over the world. And in spite of all the crazy things that have been going on, Walker Mowers sales are through the roof.
That's awesome. That's so good to hear. You know, I think all of us are really just looking for ways to get some good work done.
Yeah, that's the consensus that I've been hearing.
And you know, Tom, you actually brought something up that I love about Walker Mowers. About 1/3 of all the Walker Mowers made right here in Fort Collins, Colorado are sold internationally.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but we have some great markets in Canada, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, just to name a few.
Right, so actually that gives me a good idea. Do you want to try something?
Well, you know, I'm always game.
All right, cool. Well, let me see here.
Well, Tom, we get to work with a lot of really great people and hear a lot of really great stories of people who use and love the Walker mower all around the world. And so as a matter of fact, we're going to call right now to our friend Matt Stead. He's in Wagga, New South Wales, Australia. What do you think of that name?
Oh, that's awesome. What a great place.
So Matt helps us sell the Walker mower in Australia. So we're going to get him on the call and have him tell us some good stories. So let's get Matt in here.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Hey Matt, it's Tom and Daniel from Walker. How are you?
Hey Matt.
How you doing, Tom? Hey Daniel, nice to see you again.
Good afternoon, good morning for you. I guess it's an early morning there over there, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's 8 a.m. here, and starting to cool down a little bit. Actually, it's now a balmy 11 degrees C, and yeah, it's not going to be long now before winter sets in. So we're just making the most of the beautiful weather we still have. So
you know, I know there's been a lot of news going around the world lately, and the last thing I kind of remember hearing about Australia was that your country was on fire.
Right.
Can we hear an update? Like, how are you guys doing? What's going on in Australia right now?
Well, you're right, Tom. Devastating bushfires over the Christmas period here affected a lot of the country. That was on the back of a 2-year drought that we had, making Australia incredibly dry. So straight after that, into January, we had good rains, and it's continued through to now. And we're set for a reasonably good winter. It seems like we're going to have a nice wet winter. And so things are very, very positive, and we've had excellent sales here in Australia for February and March and now April. And COVID-19 came in, and we thought we were going to be hit hard with that, but thankfully the grass has kept growing. There's been a lot more activity in the gardens with so many people not being able to work as much, and all social activity on the weekends, and that has been stopped. So where do people go now? They go out to their gardens. So that's been excellent for us. We've still been able to do demonstrations. That means we can still get out there and demonstrate the Walker mowers. And it's just been great.
Matt, that's such good news. It's so great to know that you and your team are just you're just really going after it. You're still working hard and you're working towards positivity. We really appreciate that. Hey, we'd love to hear about some of the new people you're meeting. Tell us some of the stories of demos you've done lately.
Did a demo last week for an elderly gentleman. He had just turned 90 years old.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, he was an inspiration to us, this man, Frank, his name was. And he jumped on the Walker mower. He wasn't used to driving a ride-on, so he jumped on, and I wondered how this is going to go. He took to the controls really well, and at 90 years old, he mastered it within 5 minutes. So it's excellent to have that experience and inspiration to all of us, just to get out in the garden, enjoy life, and live it to the full. So, okay, another demo we did at a school recently, and it had a lot of log pine fence that we have here in Australia, a lot of them. And the difficulty with that is trying to mow underneath them. It normally requires a lot of line trimming in order to keep that tidy. But we put the combination of a 56-inch deck on an MB, which gives you that extra overhang and that perfect trimmability. So we're able to show them how you can hang the deck underneath while you're driving along, just swinging the deck sideways, taking out all that grass underneath the log fence, maintaining that school perfectly. So another other demo I did last week was to a lady named Janice. She had a beautiful property up on the central coast of Australia. A lot of leaf and litter that would fall from the leaves. Beautiful property, but she said she'd never seen a machine pick up and leave the lawn looking so beautiful. So MC 19i going that way.
Your dealer network, how are your dealers doing during this time frame?
Dealers are busy. They've got revenue coming in, which is a great relief to them because they had to get through the 2 years of drought prior. We all expected COVID-19 may be the next hurdle. Well, we're certainly jumping that hurdle well.
That's such great news, Matt.
Great.
Hey, speaking of dealers, we saw a video on social media of one of your dealers using a Model R, cutting down just tons of grass. I mean, this was like 2 foot tall grass. How has the reception to the Model R been?
There's only one thing to do with the Model R, and that's get someone in the seat and show them some long grass and tell them to go and cut it. So went up to and visited Peter at Walker Mowers. He didn't get to our Model R launch, so he hadn't had that experience. So pulled the machine off the truck, showed it to him, and he just kept mowing. He just loved the machine. That's the same experience we've had everywhere we go. It's just a beautiful machine. It does a really nice job on the lawn. The mulching ability is beautiful. So it just leaves a really nice finish with the floating deck, but the power that machine produces is incredible. And that's where I just love taking them out into a paddock condition and just letting them mow, just go, they hold back and they say, no, go for it. Just mow it down. And then they're blown away. The picture tells the story, and in real life, it's just a great experience.
Wait, man, it's so good to hear these good stories from great people. Dealers doing great things, you doing great things in your country. Sounds like they're doing great things coming back from, a hard time with those fires. So thanks so much for sharing that with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Matt, it's a real honor to work alongside of you and your team and all the great Walker customers down under. It's a privilege to get to make this great machine and to see the way people just really kind of, the positivity of just getting good work done with a good machine. So it's really great to connect with you, to hear your stories, and to just be able to touch base.
Thank you very much. Appreciate catching up, and be good to, when we can meet again, be together again. Looking forward to it.
That's right. Well, hey, Matt, you and your team and everybody that you see, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Tell everybody we say hi.
Have a good day.
All right.
Good day.
I love that. Man, we've all been through so much these last few months, especially our friends down in Australia. And so it's great to know that they are bouncing back and moving forward.
Exactly. An example of great people getting great work done. Which reminds me, what do you say we look at a few more submissions from our amazing Walker fans out there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, you guys have done a great job sending in your amazing pictures of your Walker stripes. So this first one comes from Scott Dillon in O'Fallon, Missouri. Man, look at that. Looks just like carpet.
So cool. Well, speaking of carpet, I've got one here from Chris Ingle in Ocean Park, Washington. Look at that background. The contrast is amazing with the native grass.
I love it. Hey, well, Tom, what do you say we go from the coast to the mountains? This is Chris Elms of Appalachian Turf in Horseshoe, North Carolina. I love that fresh lawn right in front of those great mountains in the background.
Right, that background is nice, but you gotta nail your lines. Look at the work that Kyle Rockwood in York Beach, Maine pulled off. Man, that place looks like $1 million.
So true. Some of these guys are unreal. Hey, look at this one. This is Turf Teacher in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We saw this over on Instagram. Looks like he was laying those stripes down with a ruler.
Wow, never ceases to amaze me, and it never grows old looking at what people are sending in. So keep those entries rolling in, everybody.
Right. If you have photos or videos of the amazing work you're doing with your Walker mower, we want to see it.
Or if you have a cool Walker story, we want to hear it.
Right, so head over to walkertalk.com or any of our social media pages and send us your stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Hey, so Daniel, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, we've got some really cool video projects in the works, so that's keeping me busy. That and just Mother's Day in quarantine.
Right. How weird has this year been? Hey, speaking of Mother's Day, that actually reminds me of an awesome story that we got from another Walker owner. Hey, should we give them a call on the phone and hear their story?
Yeah, I'd love it. Yeah, but wait, do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I think you push this button right here, right? Hey Daniel, we have this cool Mother's Day story that we'd like to share, and so we'd like to get Jeff and Barb Baldridge from North Platte, Nebraska on the line. So let's give them a call and let's see if we can chat with them.
Cool, let's do it. Well, hey guys, how are you? This is Daniel from Walker.
Hello Jeff and Barb, it's Tom from Walker. How are you?
We are great.
Wonderful.
Nice to meet you. Hey, look at that mower in the background. Is that your new Model B?
It is.
And the playground right there.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome.
It's really cool.
I should have a big bow on that.
You should.
Barb, that kind of reminds me, we've been telling people that there's this great Mother's Day story that we'd like to share, and it has to do with you. And if I'm understood this right, your husband asked you what did you wanted to do for Mother's Day, and you said all you want to do is ride your Walker mower. Is that correct? Can you tell us about this story?
That is correct. Actually, this is our second Walker mower, and the story begins 28 years ago when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was riding a Murray 30-inch deck, and I went into labor as I was driving this lawnmower. My husband was in Pennsylvania, and it took me like 4 days to mow with this little bitty thing. And whenever I got out of the hospital, the next time I mowed, it was from a Kurtzer mower that was delivered. It's from Kurtzer's, but it was a Walker, a 54-inch deck, and just a wonderful memory. And so now, 28 years later, I have a brand new one, and I thought as he was pulling away the other day to take the old one away and go pick up a new one, I thought to myself, I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Oh, that's so funny. So you get the privilege of mowing the lawn with the Walker. How big is your lawn there? How much time do you spend now with the Walker?
Oh, it probably takes 3 hours from the tips. We have a huge lane, so I kind of split it up into 2 days, an hour and a half each, something like that.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
And what's your new Walker mower? And is it the same as what your old Walker mower was?
Pretty much, yeah. We've got a bigger motor in it now. We got the 23 fuel injected this time, and got a little deluxe seat. At our age, a little more cush was nice. And the first day we had to kind of use it was Mother's Day, and that's exactly what Barb decided she wanted to do. In the afternoon, she goes, you know what I'd really like to do? I'd like to get that new mower out and mow a bit. I'm like, you're crazy, but that's what she wanted to do.
That's
so he actually had to go and get supper for me because I was mowing. But it is my mower, and I love to mow with it, and I don't let many people use my mower over the last 28 years.
That's so awesome. You know, it's so cool to hear the stories of people who actually put time in the seat with our mower. You know, we make them and we get to talk about them, but like to actually, you know, hear your excitement and how much you love it, that's just really what kind of keeps us going and doing what we do. So it's really cool to hear your story. And I'm glad actually that Jeff went and got you dinner. You know, we didn't want to rain on your Mother's Day parade, but actually we kind of wanted to like get in here and work alongside. And so we've been working with Jeff, and I think he's right on cue. He's going to go help us out. We didn't want you to miss out on Mother's Day, and we know that, you know, being on the mower, that's exactly what you wanted to do. But that said, you know, from Walker Manufacturing, we just wanted to make sure you had a couple flowers and make sure that once quarantine or whatever's over, you get a good dinner at your favorite place.
Oh my gosh.
That's from these guys. They're the ones that did it.
Oh, you are up in the bar. Oh my gosh, they smell beautiful. Dear Barb, we heard that you spent Mother's Day mowing. your lawn with your new Walker mower. We are so touched that you would consider making our product part of your day. Please enjoy these flowers. Sincerely, the team at Walker Mowers. Oh my gosh. And Luigi's, my favorite place ever. Oh my gosh. When will you guys be here?
Right. Yeah, we'll
Maybe
be right
next
over.
Mother's Day is when we'll get the chance to come out, right?
No, we love to entertain.
We'll have to make sure we stop by when we're in the neighborhood.
We've got the wine. Just show up and we'll be ready.
Well, happy Mother's Day, Barb. I know maybe it's a little bit late, but happy Mother's Day. And thanks so much, too, for just representing your family, but also representing a Walker owner.
Well, thank you. Our Walker mower is more than just a piece of machinery. The memories I have.
Yeah. And Jeff, thanks so much for being our conspirator here, helping us out and getting all this
Well done.
Thank you guys. You're the instigators, and it was a great idea and much appreciaed by both of us. So thank you.
Well,
Let's do this again next year.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Have a great evening. Enjoy the flowers and enjoy Luigi's. It sounds great. We can't wait to buy it.
We
Hey,
will.
thank you much.
All right, well, take care, guys.
Thank
All right, you too.
I'm going to go mow.
That's so cool. That was a lot of fun. Jeff and Barb are my kind of people.
Yeah, nothing fancy or pretentious. Just great people doing great work.
Well, Tom, thanks for the call. Good work. Another great episode.
Yeah, my pleasure. This is always so much fun.
Hey, and thanks to everyone out there for joining us once again. Hey, you could do us a favor. Make sure you like and subscribe on this video. It really helps us get the word out on our favorite lawnmower.
Yeah, and keep sending your photos, videos, and stories into walkertalk.com or any of our social media pages.
Hey, well, thanks again for joining us. Until next time.
Take care and stay safe out there.